actually helped a student land her dream corporate role to prove the job hunt isn't just luck, and the results are actually insane. I was talking to a recruiter from a top consulting firm recently, and they told me something really interesting. Some of their best performing graduates aren't from target schools or traditional backgrounds, and this got me thinking, what if the students making the smoothest transitions into corporate aren't the one that everyone thinks? Let me show you what I mean. Right now, graduate jobs are getting over 250 applications per role. Top firms are only interviewing about 10% of applicants, and the average graduate is spending 4 months job hunting. But then you've got these students landing multiple offers in weeks. That's actually insane. So clearly there's a system to this. I know because I've done it myself. I landed a Big 4 offer in just 60 days with only 13 applications. Most people are out here sending hundreds of applications over months and getting nowhere. And I'm about to show you exactly how I helped one student go from 0 interviews to a McKinsey offer. Yes, McKinsey. Using the exact same framework I used to land my Big 4 role. So let me break down my plan. I knew we couldn't just do what everyone else was doing, sending generic applications and just hoping for the best. So I started thinking about what actually worked for me when I landed my Big 4 role. It wasn't about applying to hundreds and hundreds of companies. It wasn't about having the perfect grades or amazing internship. It was just about having the right strategy. And I had no internships, by the way. I considered all different approaches. Most people will tell you just to apply everywhere. That mass application strategy, it's BS. It's also exhausting and completely ineffective. Then there's the whole just network your way in approach. Let's be real, most students don't have a network of corporate contacts just sitting around. And don't even get me started on the whole target school focus. I'm literally proving that that's not necessary. My solution is to create a systematic approach that actually works. And I wanted to prove this wasn't just a one-off success with my career. I wanted to show that anyone, literally anyone, can do this with the right framework. So I found a student, let's call her Sarah, who was in the exact same position I was before. Cybersecurity graduate, over 30 rejections with 0 interviews. The perfect person that I could test my system on. Let me show you exactly what we did. The first week, we completely overhauled her CV. Sarah was smart. She had great experiences, but like most students, she was writing her CV for humans when it needed to work for both ATS and recruiters. We transformed every bullet point using my proven framework. Before, it used to say things like, led team meetings and contribute to weekly projects. After, it said, initiated bi-weekly team meetings that increased project efficiency by 40%, leading to early completion of 3 major deliverables. It's actually insane how this small change completely transformed her whole CV from getting filtered out to getting callbacks. By week 2, we revolutionized her application strategy. Sarah was doing what everyone else does, mass applying through LinkedIn Easy Apply and Indeed, spreading herself thin across hundreds of random companies. And that's actually the biggest mistake students make. Instead, we implemented my efficient application framework. We focused purely on direct company portals for top firms. It's actually insane how many students waste time on LinkedIn Easy Apply and enter a whole generic sea of applications when the real opportunities are on company websites. And we created a focused strategy. We targeted applications through official portals. We properly formatted the CV for each company's ATS. We focused on quality over quantity and did proper research for each role to see exactly what the job description wanted. And the game changer is that we went from spraying and praying to strategic applications. Instead of 100 rushed applications, we only focused on high quality ones that actually got responses. By week 3, we were mastering interview preparation. Sarah was already articulate. But like most students, she was falling into common traps, giving theoretical answers, memorizing them to sound robotic and rehearsed, and listing out all her job duties instead of showing actual real impact. So instead, we transformed her interview approach. Before, she would say things like, I'm a good leader because I'm organized and motivated. But instead, she gave an example, backed it up, and said, this is exactly how I led a team of 5 to deliver a project 2 weeks ahead of schedule, linked it directly to the company's values to show them how she would be a perfect fit for them, and show them exactly how she would be the best candidate for the role. We built her story bank with real examples from university, prepared structured answers using the STAR framework with a twist, and practical theoretical questions until they became conversations instead of nervous interrogations. So many students make the mistake of going into interviews without having a storytelling answer and having 3 to 4 examples from the past that they can talk about to demonstrate what they'll actually be like in the future. And that's exactly what we did. You want to know what happened? The first 48 hours after implementing the new CV, we had 3 responses. And that's actually insane considering she had 0 in the previous month. By the end of week 1, she had 5 responses and 3 first round interviews. And then finally one day of so much effort, it happened. She got an offer from McKinsey. The transformation wasn't about changing who she was. It was about presenting her authentic self in a way that resonates with corporate recruiters. She already had the potential. We just created the framework to actually showcase it. So let me summarize and break down to you exactly what you can take away from these experiences. First, The system beats luck every single time. It's not about applying to hundreds of companies hoping someone replies. It's about making every application count through the official channels. Second, your CV needs to speak both ATS and human language. Most students only optimize for one, and then they wonder why they're not getting responses. Third, quality will always beat quantity. Those 13 applications that got me my Big 4 role, each one was properly researched, properly formatted, properly submitted through the company portal with no shortcuts. 4. Interview success isn't about memorizing answers. It's about structuring your experiences in a way that actually resonates with interviewers. I could turn this into some expensive program. Trust me, I've seen people charging thousands and thousands for way less value, but I'm not interested in that. I'm on a mission to help 100 students land corporate roles this year. Why? Because I've been exactly where you are. I know what it feels like to see rejection after rejection, to wonder if you're just not good enough, to feel like everyone else is landing their dream roles while you're stuck in an application hell. But I also know that there's a better way. This isn't about luck. It's not about having connections. It's not even about having the perfect grade or an extensive list of internships, because I didn't have any of this. I had a biomedical science degree to get into a tech consultancy role at a Big 4. It's about having the right strategy and actually implementing it properly. But to actually land these roles, you need to focus on becoming job ready and equipping yourself with these skills. Things like interview preparation. And that's something I've started doing with students recently that's completely changed their success rate. If you want to be like Sarah and one of the students I help, make sure you smash the subscribe button, because I'll be posting tips on this channel every week to help you secure your dream role. But if you're ready for a proven method and a framework that works, make sure you check out the link in the description below for my job accelerator. It's helping loads of students like Sarah land corporate offers. I'll see you guys in the next video.